Hello everybody, welcome to Punched Out Thursday with Ronnie, Krista, and Dorothy, and myself. Okay, so I am going to scrap these hard to scrap photos. Has that red and the gold everything in the background. So I got out this craft cardstock, and I thought maybe I could just kind of put color on this cardstock and it'll make it pop. So what you're seeing me do now is go through all of my Christmas scraps that I've been using for 12 days of Christmas. So I am wanting to get colors out that will match the photo and match the cardstock. So I go with this gray wood grain, and I cut out one of those, and then I'm like, well, do I like the big border? I'm like, well, you know, it'll just have to be an ornament or something. So that's how I came up with my design of making these an ornament. So I punched out one buffalo plaid and one blue circle, and I didn't like that. So I went ahead and punched out all of them with the gray wood grain. And then out of the circles I punched out for the buffalo plaid, I punched my 2-inch circles. So that's where those come in. So I'm going to embellish each one of those pattern paper smaller circles and bring that into my layout. So I love these bows that Hip Kit came out with this year in the November Hip Kit. And I thought, well, there's enough bows that I can dig out 5 of them to match the paper. And I think they really stand out on this cardstock. So after I get where I want them, then I come back and the stitching's already done. But I just drew lines, and then I sat here and I stitched. And here it is. So I was going to put different colors of thread, but I went ahead and I stuck with the green. So all I'm doing here is gluing on the bow on top of the ornament, and that kind of helps them look like ornaments more. My glue keeps getting all clogged up. I forget to put the lid on it when I put it down. Alright, so now I want to bring something in on the right side. So I tore this paper before I started my video, and I want to see what that looks like. I leave it there for a little bit, and I work down here in this cluster, and I'm just going through some of the newer Christmas stuff that I had gotten from Hip Kit. So I just kind of go through, and I really think you watch all of this process. I didn't cut any of it out. If I thought about it then, I would have just done a live video, but I was, I think, watching other YouTube while I was playing along with this video, and that's why you see just about everything. So I'm trying to figure out my title first. So I like the black. It kind of ties in with the photos, and I guess I really didn't put anything other, like I should have put like some enamel dots or something to tie in with the Black December. So I move this around a little bit, trying to decide where I want my title. And I leave all that in too. So then I put it back up there where my first thought of it being, and I bring out these thickers from Hip Kit, and then I start putting its December traditions, and they go to get their picture taken every year together. It started out with just Lane, and then Lily and Lane, and then, on down the line. So I thought tradition, I wanted something with traditions. And I think, okay, I was going to say, I get to playing and then I forget to turn my camera off and then turn it back on so that you don't have to watch me lay down the letters. Excuse me. So I went ahead and I like that pink going through the page, so I put another strip on the left side. And that don't hold any embellishments at all. But I think I grabbed the die cuts and the tree die cuts I grab after looking through these puffy stickers for a while. And then I think, well, maybe I can use some of this new chipboard. And I don't know. It took me a while to figure out exactly how I wanted this page. And I knew it needed embellishments on it. And I didn't like the frame. And I thought, well, I could bring in another circle. And I didn't like that. I knew if I seen it, I would like it. So I laid that tree there. And then I got to thinking, well, there's still some of those trees left. And then I pulled this house out, and I'm like, well, I like that house. So when I couldn't find anything to go with that house, I decided no on the house. And I pulled out these die-cut trees from Hip Kit, and it just ties in with the title and the photos. So then I move that green tree up to the top, and then I get out a navy blue tree and put it next. Excuse me. Okay, so what I'm saying is I pulled out the navy tree to go with the blue circle there and the blue words. It says friends and family, and it says traditions down on the bottom. So now I got all the trees glued down. I'm adding some dark red enamel dots and pink and green. And then I bring out my Lindy stamp cane in my favorite color. It's like a mint green. And I splatter that all around. And I'm really loving how this layout came together from, I forgot Mango Tango from Shimmers. I used two. But from the beginning of this layout, I had no clue. I knew what I visioned and wanted, but I love how it turned out. And don't forget to go check out Krista and Ronnie and Dorothy. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.